When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Makes the catch. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Wolf. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Under fire. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. From the shotgun, the inside give. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And a nice Nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking to take a shot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the pressure. Finds us back in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He'll be stopped, but to the air on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive and offensive.
He's loose on the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cougars. And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Looking for a huge play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
35, Cincinnati, 6.
guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Houston. And score. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. Quarterback adapted. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it.
Breaks into the open. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10.
Let's go! Let's go right here!
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Cougar. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Great job by the back on the option. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day, putting it all together.
And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in.
First and goal, Houston.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Let's it fly. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Here comes the Houston offense once again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Now he's going to break the pocket. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off play action on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. A strike downfield to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Got a man. It's Lincoln. At the 35, he's loose. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. No chance for any. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man by himself.
That's a really nice post route there. Great job. It's a tough route to cover because it's between linebackers, between safeties, and you've got to communicate in the middle of the field, and apparently they didn't communicate.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Lincoln. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Floats it out in space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Houston. And they've moved out front here in the... The Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. caught over the middle. It's Lincoln. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on last year's national champions, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter.
Hits the afterburners. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Houston 7, BYU 0.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team gets to... The Houston offense comes onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting a pass and then down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the option. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he...
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line, it's Burns. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead, and now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback on the keeper. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got it down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Once he got some room, it was over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back open in middle. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Houston trying to convert on 4th down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are...